Untold Every Day. Real people, raw stories. Tonight's episode features 3 terrifying stories from overnight security guards.
I worked overnight security at a downtown office building. Nothing fancy, just a small lobby, a few cameras, and a lot of silence. A lot of silence. My shift starts at 11 p.m. and ends at 7 a.m. Last winter, around 3:15 a.m., I noticed someone on the security camera standing at the front entrance. Not trying to get in, just standing. It was a man in a long yellow raincoat, hood up, motionless. I figured he was just waiting out the cold, so I watched him for a bit. After 10 minutes, I got up and stepped outside to tell him the lobby was closed. But when I opened the door, he was gone. I checked the street, empty. No footsteps in the snow. I even rewound the footage. He was there, and then he wasn't. The same figure showed up on the camera at least once a week for the next 3 months. Always in the same spot, always at the same time, and I never caught him arriving, and I never saw him leave. Early March, I got curious and printed a screenshot. I asked the daytime building manager if she recognized him. She looked at it for a long time, then said quietly, "That's Daniel. He was the night guard before you. He passed away 2 years ago, hit by a car while walking to work, in a yellow raincoat." I was working security at an old boutique hotel downtown, just me and the front desk clerk. Around 2 a.m., a guest called down to report a door on the 5th floor that wouldn't stop slamming. The thing is, we only used 4 floors. The 5th floor was sealed off for renovations. No guest allowed, and no key card would work. Curious, I took the service elevator up, and sure enough, I heard the door slamming over and over. But when I stepped out into the hallway, it was freezing, and I know the heat worked everywhere. The door at the far end was the only one open, so I called out, but no one answered. I walked toward it, and the air got colder, and just before I reached it, it stopped. Dead silent. I pushed it open, and inside was a completely empty room. And etched on the concrete were the words, "He doesn't leave." I backed out, heart pounding, and ran back to the elevator. I told the front desk clerk what I saw. He looked pale and said, "That room is where a guest hung himself in 1997, he whispered. "We've had guests complain about it before." The night, the door was sealed shut again, and no one ever spoke of it. But some nights when I walk past the elevator panel, the button for the 5th floor is already lit. I used to work overnight security at a small private hospital. Most of the time, that was quiet. Nurses came and went, a few patients in recovery. My job was mostly monitoring cameras on the patient wing. One night, around 4:30 a.m., I was sitting in the monitor, and I got a call on the internal line. The voice on the other end, soft, raspy. He just said, "Room 209. Someone's wrong." And then the line went dead. I noted the call, grabbed my flashlight, headed toward the east wing. When I got to room 209, it was empty. Lights off, door locked. I asked the nurse on duty. She swore no one had been assigned to that room in weeks. I checked the logs. No outgoing or incoming calls listed for that time. I checked the history. Nothing. Later that morning, I looked up room 209 in the incident reports. 3 months prior, a patient had died of a heart attack in that room after repeatedly calling the front desk for help. But due to a system outage, his call never went through. The last note in his files said he died at 4:30 a.m. Side eye in your closet, do me a favor, like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll never miss a tale untold every day.